Life, in its unpredictable glory, often throws us into a whirlwind of chaos, resembling the relentless static of an old television set. That's where I found myself, Dave, trapped in a haze of confusion and disarray, navigating through the remnants of a life I once knew to be solid and dependable. Married to Jess, my college sweetheart, we were the picture of young love turned lifelong partners. My career was on an ever-upward trajectory, and the birth of our daughter, Sarah, felt like the final piece of the puzzle clicking into place. Yet, as the years passed, the vibrant colors of our picture began to fade into grayscale, the outlines blurring into indistinguishable shapes. Jess and I found ourselves sitting at our kitchen table, a chasm of unspoken words between us. The air was heavy with the weight of decisions yet to be made. "Dave, we're just different people now," Jess said, her voice barely above a whisper, yet each word landed with the weight of finality. I knew she was right, but admitting it felt like acknowledging the failure of not just our marriage, but of all the dreams we'd built together. "I know, Jess. I just wish it wasn't true," I replied, the mixture of regret and understanding marking the end of an era for us. Our separation was amicable on the surface, but beneath lay a turmoil of emotions and adjustments. My once secure job fell victim to corporate downsizing shortly after, adding insult to injury. The spacious house that echoed with memories of better times was sold, leaving me to carve out a semblance of home in a one-bedroom apartment that felt more like a relic from a bygone era. Life had indeed become a static-filled screen, each day blurring into the next with no clear picture in sight. It was during this time of adjustment and muted despair that I received an unexpected call from Sue, the office receptionist from my former job. Sue, with her uncanny ability to be both omnipresent and omnipotent within the office walls, was the last person I expected to hear from. "Dave, it's Sue. How are you holding up?" she asked, her voice carrying the warmth of genuine concern. "Hey, Sue. I'm managing, I suppose. Backs up," he responded, puzzled by her call. Sue paused for a moment before diving into the reason for her call. "I have something to give you, something big. It's about the eco-friendly project you were so passionate about before you left." Her words piqued my interest, a flicker of curiosity breaking through the static. This project was my brainchild, a long shot that I had poured my heart and soul into, never really believing it would come to fruition. "What about it?" he asked, trying to keep my voice steady despite the rising tide of hope within me. "It's a hit, Dave. The clients love it. They're asking for you, specifically. There's talk of big things, opportunities that could change everything for you," Sue explained, her voice tinged with excitement. The conversation with Sue sparked a fire within me that I thought had been extinguished. It was the glimmer of hope in a sea of static, a chance to tune back into life with clarity and purpose. Little did I know, this was just the beginning of a journey that would redefine my understanding of success, family, and the true meaning of happiness. The phone call from Sue, unexpected as it was, flickered through the static of my life like a beacon. The apartment, cramped and dimly lit, felt even more confining as my heart raced with a mix of excitement and apprehension. "Dave, are you still there?" Sue's voice brought me back to the moment, a moment that felt as if it could pivot my life in a new direction. "Yeah, Sue, I'm here. Tell me more about this project. How did it come to be a hit?" My voice was steadier now, curiosity threading through my skepticism. Sue chuckled, the sound worn through the phone line. "Well, after you left, the pitch somehow made its way to the higher-ups. I might have had a hand in that," she confessed, her tone playful yet conspiratorial. "Sue, you didn't," I said, a smile breaking through for the first time in what felt like ages. "I did. And Dave, they loved it. The clients, the execs, everyone. It's all they talk about. They say it's exactly what the company needed, a fresh perspective on eco-friendly technology. It's revolutionary, Dave. Truly revolutionary." The words struck a chord in me, resonating with the part that still believed I could make a difference. The project was my last-ditch effort at innovation, a proposal so radical yet so necessary for our times. Hearing it received with such enthusiasm ignited a spark I thought had been extinguished by the recent tumult in my life. "But, Sue, they let me go. How can I be part of this now? Doubt crept into my voice, shadowing the momentary spark of hope. That's just it, Dave. They don't want to admit they made a mistake letting you go. But they can't deny they need you. Not with the way the clients are talking. So, what are you saying? They want to hire me back? Not exactly, Sue hesitated, her voice lowering as if sharing a secret. They're too proud for that. But there's an opportunity here, Dave. An opportunity for you to take this project and make it your own. Start something new, something that's truly yours. The clients are asking for you, be name. You could consult, or better yet, start your own firm. The room seemed to spin as I processed her words. Start my own firm? The thought was both exhilarating and terrifying. He had always been part of something larger, a cog in a corporate machine. But this? This was a chance to build something from the ground up, to take control of my destiny. Sue, I don't even know where to begin, I admitted, the weight of the possibility pressing down on me. Begin with a yes, Dave. You say yes, and the rest will follow. You're not alone. You have people who believe in you, people who know your worth even if you've forgotten it. This is your moment, Dave. Grab it. The conviction in her voice was palpable, a lifeline thrown into the tumultuous sea of my doubts. Okay, Sue. Yes. Let's do this, I said, the words feeling foreign yet right as they left my lips. Brilliant. I knew you had it in you, Dave. EAJ set up a meeting with the clients. They're eager to meet the brains behind the project. We'll show those execs what a colossal mistake they made. Hanging up the phone, I sat in silence, the reality of what I'd just committed to slowly sinking in. The static that had defined my life for so long was beginning to dissipate, giving way to a clear signal, a direction. It was terrifying, yes, but beneath that terror was a budding sense of hope, of potential. Starting my own business was a leap into the unknown, but Sue's faith in me, coupled with the unexpected endorsement from the clients, felt like a sign. A sign that perhaps, just perhaps, I could turn the static into a symphony. Taking the leap into the unknown was like stepping off a cliff blindfolded. The decision to start my own firm, propelled by Sue's encouragement and the surprising interest from the clients, sent waves of both exhilaration and terror through me. The days that followed were a blur of activity, a frenetic dance between hope and doubt. One evening, as I sat among the scattered blueprints of my future, my phone buzzed with a call from an old colleague, Mark, who had heard through the grapevine about my sudden entrepreneurial venture. Dave, is it true? You're starting your own gig? Mark's voice was a mixture of incredulity and excitement. Yeah, Mark. It's true. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it myself, I replied, running a hand through my hair in a gesture of overwhelmed disbelief. Man, that's bold. But if anyone can make it work, it's you. Remember that project in 2009? You turned that around when everyone else had written it off. Mark's words, meant as encouragement, also served as a reminder of past successes I had almost forgotten amidst recent failures. His confidence in me stirred something, a resurgence of belief in my capabilities. Thanks, Mark. I needed to hear that. It's going to be an uphill battle, but I'm ready for it. Count me in, Dave. Whatever you need, I'm there. You're not doing this alone, Mark offered, and his sincerity was the boost I didn't know I needed. With each day, the vision for my company became clearer. The eco-friendly project was the cornerstone, but I wanted to build something that reflected my values, a company that prioritized sustainability and innovation not just in projects but in its culture. He spent countless nights poring over plans, financial models, and potential client lists. The apartment, once a reminder of my failures, now buzzed with the energy of creation. I transformed the space into a makeshift office, walls lined with sticky notes and whiteboards filled with ideas. Then, the day came for the first meeting with the clients who had sparked this entire venture. My stomach was a knot of nerves as I prepared, rehearsing my presentation, refining every detail. This wasn't just about securing a project, it was about laying the foundation for my future. As I entered the conference room, the faces of the clients were unfamiliar but their interest palpable. Mr. Sullivan, we've been looking forward to meeting the person behind this revolutionary idea, one of them, Mr. Thompson, began, extending a hand in greeting. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present my vision directly to you, I responded, shaking her hand firmly. The presentation went better than I dared hope. The clients were engaged, asking questions, and offering insights. It felt less like a pitch and more like a collaborative discussion about a shared vision for the future. Mr. Sullivan, your passion for this project is evident, and your ideas are exactly what our industry needs. We're excited to see where you take this, Mr. Lee, another client, said as the meeting concluded. Their words filled me with a sense of validation and purpose I hadn't felt in a long time. Walking out of that room, I felt like I was finally stepping out of the static and into a world of clarity. Starting my own business was fraught with challenges, but with each hurdle crossed, I felt more convinced of my path. The support of old friends like Mark and the confidence of new allies like my clients bolstered my resolve. I was building something meaningful, not just for myself but for Sarah, for the environment, for the future. This was my fresh start, my chance to tune out the static of past failures and tune into the clear signal of a new beginning. The journey was just starting, but for the first time in a long time, I felt ready to face whatever came my way with optimism and determination. As the weeks turned into months, my fledgling company began to find its rhythm. The eco-friendly project that had sparked this whole endeavor was not just a success, it was a beacon, attracting attention and setting the stage for more opportunities. Yet, with every step forward, I found myself grappling with more than just the challenges of business. It was a journey of personal growth, a recalibration of my priorities and understanding of what truly mattered. One late evening, I found myself working on a new proposal, the soft hum of the city outside my window a steady companion. The phone rang, slicing through the quiet focus of the apartment-turned office. It was Jess. Hey, F. Sarah's been asking to spend more time with you. She's really proud of what you're doing. Jess's voice was gentle, a bridge being carefully built over the chasm that had grown between us. I paused, letting her words sink in. I'd like that, Jess. More than anything. Tell Sarah to make it happen. We can plan something for this weekend. There was a softness in this exchange, a shared understanding that, despite everything, the well-being and happiness of our daughter remained our common ground. Thank you, Dave. She'll be thrilled, Jess replied, a smile audible in her voice. This conversation with Jess was a poignant reminder of the balance I sought to achieve. It wasn't just about rebuilding my career but also about redefining my role as a father and finding harmony in the various facets of my life. The next day, as I picked up Sarah for our weekend together, her excitement was infectious. Dad, can we go to the Science Museum? I want to see the new environmental exhibit, she bubbled over with enthusiasm, her bright eyes mirroring the passion I felt for my work. Absolutely, pumpkin. There's nothing I'd rather do, I replied, her joy fueling my own. Our visit to the museum was a revelation. Watching Sarah engage with the exhibits, her curiosity unbounded, I realized the impact of my work extended far beyond the confines of my projects. It was about shaping a world where Sarah could thrive, where sustainability wasn't just a concept but a lived reality. Dad, you're like a superhero, you know. Fighting to save the planet, Sarah said, her voice earnest as we walked through the exhibit. I chuckled, ruffling her hair affectionately. I don't know about being a superhero, but I'm doing my best, sweetheart. And it's not a fight I'm in alone. It's up to all of us to make a difference. That weekend was a turning point. As I dropped Sarah off, our goodbye was tinged with a newfound connection, a bond strengthened by shared values and dreams for a better future. Returning to my work, I felt a clarity of purpose. It wasn't just about success in the traditional sense but about creating a legacy of positive impact. The challenges of starting a new business remained, but they were now interspersed with moments of profound fulfillment. I began to see my journey not as a struggle to tune out the noise but as an opportunity to tune into a frequency that resonated with my deepest values. My conversations with clients and colleagues took on a new depth, each interaction a chance to share my vision and learn from others. One afternoon, in a meeting with a potential partner, I found myself articulating this vision with a conviction I hadn't realized I possessed. What we're building here isn't just a company, it's a community. A collective effort to forge a sustainable future, one project at a time. The partner, a seasoned investor with a keen eye for potential, nodded in agreement. Dave, your passion is evident, and your vision is compelling. I mean, let's make this happen together. As I shook hands with the investor, sealing a partnership that promised to propel my company into its next phase, I felt a profound sense of gratitude. For the challenges that had pushed me to grow, for the support of friends and family, and for the chance to make a difference. Tuning into this new frequency, where professional success and personal fulfillment intersected, I realized that the static that once defined my life had given way to a clear signal. A signal that guided me not just in business but in forging meaningful connections with those I held dear. Months had passed since I made the leap into the unknown, and my company had grown from a fledgling idea into a burgeoning force for change within the industry. Each project we undertook was a testament to our commitment to sustainability and innovation. Yet, as much as the business thrived, it was the personal transformations that marked my journey with profound clarity. One crisp autumn evening, as the city basked in the golden hues of sunset, I found myself at a local coffee shop, reflecting on the path that led me here. Across from me sat an old friend, Alex, who had been instrumental in the early days of my venture. Dave, remember when you were just toying with the idea of starting something on your own? Look at you now, Alex began, his voice tinged with pride. He smiled, the memory bittersweet. I remember feeling like I was standing on the edge of a cliff. You pushed me to jump. Alex chuckled. I nudged you. You jumped on your own. And it's been incredible watching you soar. Our conversation meandered through the challenges and victories of the past months. It was a reminder of how far I had come, not just in business, but in my personal life as well. It's not just about the projects, though, I confessed, stirring my coffee absent-mindedly. It's about Sarah, reconnecting with Jess on better terms, and finding a balance I never knew I needed. Alex nodded, understanding. Growth isn't linear, my friend. It's all those twists and turns that have brought you here. The realization of how intertwined my professional and personal journeys had become was striking. The clarity I sought in life wasn't a destination but a process of continuously tuning into what mattered most. Later that week, I sat down with Sarah for our now regular science nights, evenings dedicated to exploring new discoveries and fostering her burgeoning interest in environmental science. It was during one of these nights that she turned to me with a question that caught me off guard. Dad, do you ever miss your old life? The big house and the fancy job? Her question was innocent, yet laden with curiosity. He took a moment before answering, weighing the truth of my journey. Sometimes, I miss the simplicity of it. But then I remember the static, the noise that filled our lives. He wouldn't trade what we have now for anything. We've found clarity in the chaos, haven't we? Sarah smiled, her understanding beyond her years. Yeah, we have. He liked this life better, though. That conversation with Sarah encapsulated the essence of the clarity I had found. It wasn't just about financial success or societal status but about the quality of the life we were building, the impact of our actions on the world, and the legacy we were creating for future generations. As the year drew to a close, I found myself at an industry conference, not as an attendee but as a keynote speaker. The audience was filled with peers, competitors, and newcomers eager to learn from the experiences of others. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey to sustainability is fraught with challenges. But it's a journey worth taking, I began, the weight of my words reflecting the conviction of my beliefs. I spoke of the importance of resilience, the value of community, and the undeniable impact of pursuing a vision that extended beyond profit margins. After all, I concluded, clarity isn't about seeing without obstacles. It's about choosing to pursue a vision that transcends them. The applause that followed was not just a validation of my words but a testament to the collective desire for change within the industry. Walking off the stage, I felt a sense of accomplishment and purpose that was once foreign to me. The journey from the depths of despair to the heights of fulfillment had been arduous but deeply rewarding. Life, with its unpredictable twists and turns, had taught me to embrace the static, to find clarity in the chaos. And as I looked forward to the future, I was reminded that the most significant accomplishments often come from the courage to tune into what truly matters, to navigate the noise with grace and determination. The clarity I had found was more than just a personal triumph, it was a beacon for others to follow, a reminder that even in the midst of static, we could find our way to a brighter, more sustainable future.